Hello and welcome to the Repeat Digital podcast. I'm Freddie.
I'm Ollie.
And I'm Molly.
And we are Repeat Digital.
Woo.
If you want to know a little bit more about Repeat, check out our website, repeatdigital.com. We're a specialist Google advertising agency, and today we're going to speak about everything that's happened in PPC.
Everything.
Well, not everything, sort of like the most important things and predictions, that sort of stuff from 2019.
Yeah.
The year of the pig, 2019, fun fact.
Nice.
Nice.
So let's get going. 2019, biggest, coolest thing that's happened in Google Ads? What's the best innovation you've seen?
I mean, it only sort of got announced this week, but I really like this combined audiences thing.
Ooh.
Now,
Yes.
where you can do the and bit,
The
rather
and
than
bit.
the or bit. Because for me, one of my clients is like luxury wrapping paper type thing. So I can target, with Black Friday coming up, users who are interested in Black Friday as well as like Christmas wrapping paper at the same time. So
Awesome.
then it's more targeted. I'm quite excited. I never thought I'd say that about PPC, but here we are.
Wait till you get like Ollie and you start having dreams about
Yeah,
PPC.
oh
that's when
God.
it gets serious.
It's not good. Not good at all.
My one's probably, I reckon, lead form extensions. Something that's been added in.
Yeah.
I think it's quite cool the way you can just essentially get a lead straight off an ad. I haven't seen any conversions myself yet with those,
No, I haven't either.
but for the right client, I think it's quite a powerful addition.
Definitely.
We just got to see how they work really at the moment because it's quite new. But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Has that given you time to think of something?
I thought I'm going to swing it.
Oh,
I'm going.
Here we go.
I'm going to the lamest.
Oh, you're
You're
going,
going
I've
straight-
broken the system.
The
straight into the
lamest.
lamest.
Well, I can't think of any more.
2019's not been a great year then, has
I
it?
don't think it has. No,
It's been good for us.
it's been good for us.
As
Yeah.
a company, it's been good for us.
Yeah, no, but that's because we're a great company.
But that's true. That's very true.
Grown
I just think.
two hires in this year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just think Google's kind of going too much down the not optimization. What is it?
Automation.
Automation, yeah.
Automation route. Removing things that I really, really like average position.
And why do you like average position?
Why do I like
Or
it?
why did you like it? Because it's gone now, isn't it?
I think it was a lot more readable.
Yeah, and precise.
Yeah.
Like, and the ones we use now are like,
Percentages.
yeah. So there's top, like exact top. What's it called?
Search top bias and then absolute top.
Yeah, absolute top. So that's obviously position 1. But then
Yeah.
you've got search top, which could be position 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
Depending on the number of ads that are
But we
being shown.
don't know
Yeah.
whereabouts that is.
So position 2 and 4 are pretty far
Yeah.
away. It's a massive difference.
So why did they get rid of it?
Because they're idiots. No.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Sorry,
We love you, Google. We love you, Google.
Love you.
We know you're listening. We know you're listening. We know you're listening.
I'm really not sure, to be honest. Maybe it allows them to have more automated bidding strategies with
Yeah.
Yep.
target impression share. Maybe they've crunched the numbers and they found out that if people don't know what position they're in, people are going to
They
bid
spend
higher,
more, yeah.
so they're going to spend more.
That makes more sense.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's why
spending more.
I don't think it's to our benefit.
But potentially it could be to our benefit though, because we know what we're doing. Whereas someone who might not have as much experience with Google Ads sees that and now needs to come to an agency like us who can stop them from overspending. Because it's easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so easy to do.
Definitely.
So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's not as lame as you think.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective, isn't it?
So my glass is half empty, isn't it?
Your glass is half empty.
I need to fill my glass up.
No, you don't. You just need to think about it differently.
All right. I'll think about it.
Okay then.
That's the point about Google themselves, actually. I think it's not really PPC related, but they've changed the way that they interact with people like us, because we used to get so many phone calls. A few months ago, it was like at least twice a day. They'd ring us up, change this on your account, it'll make it better, when actually it might not. But now, nothing, really.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like to give some perspective, it was Google calling up, reading off sort of like an optimization sheet
Yeah,
that's standard for everyone
without looking at
without
the
understanding
account
the client.
and-
Yeah, they've got no understanding of the actual client because we manage that relationship. We
Yeah.
understand the
and
client.
what the client wants. as
Exactly,
well. People
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, they're just pushing for automation,
Yeah.
and in some cases it doesn't work as well.
Mm.
And I think they do that because they need more data to optimize their side, so that
Yeah.
it does get better.
Yeah.
So it will keep getting better, but they want to speed it up. But we're sort of rebelling against it in some cases, in the best interest of our clients. So.
Exactly that. So what's your lamest innovation
Lamest?
this year?
I don't know. I'd probably say average position as well, because
Yeah.
it was a
It was
good,
useful.
Yeah, it was useful. But I'm not mad about having to use the search top impression share. Like I'm not angry, but I think average position was a good, useful thing to have.
Yeah. I think that actually the reason why our position isn't that great is because it had position 1 if it was at the bottom of the page. So if there's no ads at the top of the page, like sometimes
yeah.
there is, but there's ads at the bottom of the page, that
It's
comes up as
counting that
one,
as one.
and it's not really one
No.
because no one goes to the bottom of the page,
no,
do they?
not even
So,
on the first page.
Yeah,
so that was a
very true.
massive negative of
Yeah.
average position.
Mm.
I don't know. I liked having them. To be honest, I used them side by side,
Yep.
and that was just the best way to do it. So
Yeah, of course,
I just don't understand why they removed it.
So another question I was thinking of is how do you think sort of user behaviour and sort of technology changes in the last year has affected PPC as a whole? Are people searching differently? Is the introduction of voice affecting things, or what's your thoughts on that?
Everyone keeps saying that voice search is going to be massive, which I don't doubt, but it's just not massive now.
No.
No.
I think it's going to be 5 years. I
When
don't
we have
know,
all the
yeah.
robots.
I sometimes search on my phone, like with voice search,
Yeah.
but I use the same keywords I would use on my computer. But that's maybe because I understand Google more than most people.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas a normal person would sort of add in
It
those
would be a
extra
full
words.
sentence.
Yeah. Some people even say please and thank you.
Yeah.
So maybe we should be adding please
Yeah.
To our
to our
keywords.
keywords. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
To be fair, I've only had
There'd be better leads as well.
Yeah. I've only had a handful of search terms come through that start with like, okay, Google, and then...
You do realise you've just set off about 15 people's... well, that's actually... how many
I've got a
people listen to this
pixel.
podcast?
I've got a pixel.
Sorry. Did it work?
No.
Oh,
Damn it.
sorry, before I really interrupted
It's
you.
all right. It's fine. God. What was I saying? Okay, Google. So I think
Done it
the
again.
blogs and stuff that I've read, people are sort of suggesting that it's a bigger thing than it actually is.
Yep.
At the moment, like Ollie said, next 5-10 years, when everyone has an Alexa in the house, maybe it will increase. But at the moment, I don't think doesn't have that much of an impact.
Yeah, it's
right
too
now.
early.
Yeah.
Way too early. So, what other predictions from 2019 that you probably saw back end of 2018, early 2019 have come true, and which ones haven't really come true? I think the most obvious one I can think of is automation, because
Yeah.
we've already spoken about this already, but automation it's happening. It's
Yeah.
not going to stop.
Yeah. I think as well, sort of moving off of Google Ads, I think social media is having a huge impact on how people get customers through the door.
Sure.
So with Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and things like that, companies can get in front of their ideal customers before the customer even thinks of searching for that product or service. So you're sort of getting their foot in the door before they actually need or want the service, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're getting the awareness
Yeah,
first,
exactly.
especially if it's sort of an unknown brand.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, actually. What about you, Ollie? Any predictions that you've seen come true?
So we're talking about 2K18.
Well, no. So the predictions would have been made probably this time last year, right? For this year.
Oh.
So we're trying to sort of reflect on 2019. This time last year, people would have said, I don't know, audiences might be a big thing, which they are about to be
Yeah.
much more so.
I read someone's LinkedIn post, I think yesterday. She was saying she values audiences more than keywords now.
Wow.
Yeah.
On Google. What?
I don't know. That's what she said. She said she thinks the audiences are more important than the keyword.
There's something we don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well,
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
their audiences, I think they're going to get big in Google. Google's going to try and replicate what Facebook's done because it's just obvious. Like Google isn't there yet because it just puts too many people into the audiences and it makes them too broad. So when you do display advertising, you don't hit your right target market. But with combined, you can kind of narrow it down though. So if you have loads of different sort of like,
Yeah.
they have to be part of these audiences as a set.
Mm.
So it should mean that it's more targeted, like Facebook is, and I think they're just going to keep replicating that. So
Awesome, yeah. So that's sort of your prediction for 2020, is it then?
yeah, I think I would have said that in 2K18. Why do I keep saying 2K?
I don't know.
'Cause you're so
I'm
cool.
cool, aren't I?
So-
I am cool.
So,
I,
so edgy. I mean, 2K18
It's more,
would have been something cool to say maybe about 7 years ago. So you
and
sort
it's more difficult to say 2K18
I
than
am.
2018.
I'm living in the past.
aren't we all?
Yeah.
Top prediction then, 2020?
I don't know. I think going back to the whole people using social media more than Google Ads, even though Google Ads is great, obviously.
It's awesome.
I think people maybe would want to start using social media as well as Google Ads.
So an integrated approach,
Yeah,
which is something we can offer, isn't it?
it
Actually,
is.
Yeah. Facebook will never overtake Google.
No.
That's my prediction. However,
bold.
Facebook could have faster growth than Google in next year, which is a big deal.
And why
A
do you
really
think
big deal.
that?
I don't know, just what Molly said, saying that people are going to want to get their brands out in front of people in the right audiences on Facebook before they search.
Okay,
It's a difficult one. It's a really difficult one.
definitely.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because they're both two of the biggest companies in the world. So, and Google's never going to go away. Facebook has more chance of going away because it's sort of like a social media, and those things
Yeah.
change a lot. But Google can't go away.
But can the opposition get better?
Bing.
Can Bing,
Bing.
can Bing get
Come
better?
in,
See, I've got a
Take
prediction.
over. Oh,
I've got a
Oh,
prediction.
gosh.
I feel
Are
it's
you
going to
ready?
be controversial.
Slightly controversial. So I think Bing is underutilized. And I think what Microsoft are doing is quite clever. Buying LinkedIn, acquiring them, seeing how people are sort of performing on LinkedIn, the data they're collecting from there. Bing is going to be the sort of go-to search engine for B2B, I believe.
Underdog.
Always root for the underdog. Yep. I honestly think Bing plus LinkedIn is going to be quite a powerful combination. I think they'll use that data to their advantage, and it will be the platform that people start sort of searching on for B2B searches more so.
Yeah.
And it will never get to the heights of Google, but or at least in 2020. But I can see an increase.
Yeah. I think Google and Bing went head to head to buy LinkedIn.
Interesting.
Oh,
Did I say Microsoft? So Google and Microsoft
Yeah,
both went head to head.
to buy
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, yeah.
So I don't know why Google gave up because Microsoft won massively there. So it's a strange one. And Google's, I don't know their financials, but obviously Google, I think they're higher on the stock exchange. That doesn't mean much, though, does it? But I'm surprised that they let Microsoft buy LinkedIn.
Maybe it's ethics.
Maybe they're biding their time for something about to happen that we don't know about.
What, Google?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe they did just give up.
I don't know. We'll never know unless we're in that boardroom. But we're here
We are here doing
So-
a podcast.
doing a podcast.
So that's my prediction then. So anything else that you think we should probably mention that we haven't mentioned so far that's happened in 2019?
I don't know.
Optimization score, is that something that's
I don't
been
know.
affected?
I think there's
found
been
it
different
helpful.
variations. Yeah.
Just look on the recommendations thing, which I know was already there anyway, but seeing like a fixed score, I don't know, there's something
Yeah.
about it.
No.
Yeah.
It's like it's gamified it slightly, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, they had it like 5 years ago, and then they removed it for a period, and now they brought it back again this year,
Yeah.
and
It's
it's
almost
helpful.
like
yeah.
a initiative to actually make the changes maybe from
Yeah.
Google's part. If we can see a score, we're like, oh, we need to make that score higher, quick, let's make the change, rather than just having the recommendations there, because people probably just ignored them. But now there's a score, it's sort of, I don't know, it makes you want
it's-
to do better even more.
Yeah, and we don't always do all the things that are suggested on it,
Yeah.
because some of them are Google's way of making us automate
Increase
things.
the bids.
So
Increase the
yeah,
budget.
so you can dismiss them as well. So
Yeah,
I found it useful. I found it
Yeah.
useful myself.
I have.
And then one other thing I thought of was the way exact match is now working.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
sorry.
What, did you just
And
fart?
no, there was a car that went past, and that's what I was thinking. So I'm going to say that one again, and you can edit this out.
No.
So there was another. No,
Yeah, do
you're not going to edit it out.
No, I like the fart. Keep going, keep going.
Right. So there's another thing I've thought of, and that is sort of the way exact match has changed, or exactish match should we call it?
Exactly smash. Can't say it.
Do you have an opinion on that, Molly? You seem to.
Not, well, I don't know. It's
I
just
do.
a bit annoying
do.
I do.
sometimes.
I was actually just researching it just then, because
So on it.
you asked me what's happened in 2019.
Yeah.
I was like exact match, but no, exactish match happened like I don't know how long it happened. It was in 2018
Oh,
or
I didn't say
2017.
2K. Oh my god.
I knew you did. However, this year they've made it so phrase match also has close variants,
Yeah.
which is
Yep.
similar to exactish match. So yeah, they're really taking away control of the keywords, which is
Irritating.
yes.
Is that a trend we're going to see in the future then?
So what are you saying? It's going to keep sort of having keywords, but they're going to be less and less sort of like specific.
Yeah.
Google's going to take those and use like broad match basically.
Yeah, there's literally no point of exact match because it's not even exact anymore.
Or are we saying they're going to remove keywords completely? And use
I've
the
heard
website?
rumours. I've heard rumours of that
Oh
myself.
my god.
It could happen. I don't think it's going to happen in 2020.
No. Too soon.
Too soon.
Well, it's
They're probably thinking about it though.
They are definitely thinking.
well
about
they've got dynamic search ads, which is basically that.
Yeah.
That doesn't work though, so they can't do it because everyone will be really annoyed.
Mm.
Because yeah.
Only time will tell.
it. Only time will tell. And with that,
We're all out of a job.
so a quick recap then, or should we just end it there?
I'm not very good at remembering
You
stuff.
can do a recap if you want, but people who are listening should have listened.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. In that case, then, 2019 has been a pretty good year.
Yes.
Pretty good year. There's been some interesting additions, some interesting removals. 2020 going to be a big year for Google Ads
Potentially.
And repeat digital.
and
And
Repeat
re-
Digital.
Whoop, whoop.
Exciting things incoming, guys. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening today.
Yes.
If you've enjoyed the podcast, please do subscribe.
Give it a like.
Give it a like, give it a comment, give us a review. Do all those things that make us happy, please.
Yay.
Yeah, so find us on all of those channels. It helps us grow, and it means we can reach more people.
Yes.
So with that, I'm going to say, keep being awesome, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye now.